We are dressing with our jackets again after about a week and a half, wearing short sleeves and shorts for the most part, having fun over at the Iowa State Fair. But it is Monday, and you know what happens around here on Mondays. We check in with our friends from Merkle Retirement Planning, and our buddy Loren Merkle is joining us right now. Loren, how are you, man?
I'm doing really good, Lou. Thank you. How are you doing today?
We are great. It is great to see you. And what we're going to be talking about here this morning is people that are getting ready for retirement. And we're just going to be addressing those people that say, you know what, I need to get ready for retirement. I'm just going to go to the internet. I'm going to just Google and how to help my retirement. And that's not really the thing you should do, is it?
Well, Google's where we go for everything these days, isn't it, Lou? We can find anything from how to bake a cake. We can figure out how to fix our car. We can do anything with Google and YouTube. When it comes to something as specific and customizable as your retirement plan, it's probably worth doing something a little bit different than Google or an internet search. However, certainly you can gain some information, but the feedback that I hear from people who try to develop their plan from internet searches is it seems like it's really confusing. You read this article and it says that you should be having 60% of your portfolio in stocks. You read another article that says I should have 40% in stocks. You read another article that says you can only take out 4% of your portfolio from an income standpoint. So you do some quick math and say, well, that income's not going to get me to the lifestyle that I want in retirement. It seems like it's really daunting, really confusing, and not very productive when it comes to planning for the rest of your life.
Now, when we talk about financial strategy, we understand that about 30% of people rely on Google for their financial strategy. What did you think when you learned that stat?
Well, when I saw that, I actually thought it would be a little bit higher, because what we see in our personal experience is most people enter retirement without a retirement plan, a customized written retirement plan. So to me, Lou, 30% seemed a little bit small, so I was relieved. I felt good about that. And what part of our goal, part of our mission is to communicate the different pieces that should be involved within your retirement plan. And then how do you put that plan together to make sure that you can enjoy the lifestyle that you really want? How do you go into retirement prepared, with confidence, making all of these decisions that you have to make? The internet can provide some information, but if you look at a lot of the different other ways you can bring this plan together, you're going to feel a lot better about your plan because you're going to have a lot more certainty, which does bring the confidence.
What are some of the factors that people really need to consider when putting together your retirement strategy?
One of the biggest factors today, Lou, is how are people going to afford health care? If you want to retire prior to age 65, the cost of health care is astronomical. It can cost a couple anywhere between $2,000 to $3,000 a month just for health care premiums prior to 65. But once you get to 65, and really it's about age 64 that your mailbox starts to get inundated with all the different options that you now have when you obtain 65 and are eligible for Medicare. So now it's how do you sort through all the different Medicare options and make sure all of these decisions you're making from a healthcare standpoint coincide with the decisions you're making from the income planning, the tax planning, the long-term care planning, your legacy plan, and then all of that works into your investment plan as well. So people often go into the retirement years from the working years with a couple notions of, I have to focus on the income plan. I have to focus on where I'm going to derive this income. But as they start realizing there's all these other decisions they have to make, they start to soon realize that all these decisions are integrated, and the decisions that you make with your income can impact all of these different other components of your plan as well.
Well, Loren, we know that one of the great places you can go on the internet and get some really, verified information is your YouTube channel. Tell everybody about that.
We spend a lot of time putting out content on our YouTube channel for just this reason. It's a way that you can go on your own time, that you can look up, and you can actually search the YouTube channel by topic. So if you're curious about how to construct an income plan, does the 4% rule apply anymore? What about the rule of 100? How do you develop a legacy plan? You can find all of that out at your convenience on our YouTube channel.
Well, that is great. And just want to let you know, Loren, over at the Iowa State Fair, we met a lot of people that came by, and several of them said they're looking forward to seeing you every Monday morning because they say they take your advice and they utilize that. So they just wanted me to say thank you for them for all the great advice you've been providing on Monday mornings.
That is fantastic. I love to hear that feedback, Lou. And I say thank you to you for having this conversation to get this information out. Is something that I think a lot of people need as they make that transition to retirement. So thank you to you, Lou.
All right, thank you so much. And now people want to go get more information on this, make an appointment to chat with you. What's the best place to go?
Go to merkleplan.com. You can sign up for a complimentary retirement checkup phone call. All you have to do is go to merkleplan.com. That'll take you to a retirement planner's calendar. Set up a time that's convenient for you to have that conversation.
All right. You take care of yourself and look forward to talking to you next week.
Sounds good, Lou. You too.